What's going on to all of my um Capricorns? Sorry about that. So for you Capricorns, let's see what it is that you have, right? Let's see what you Capricorns have got. Okay, so for you Capricorns have got the Five of Cups, the Tower, the Star, the King of Swords, the Seven of Swords, King of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, okay, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. All right. So what I'm seeing here for you Capricorns, right, is the Five of Cups, the Tower, the Star card. Wow. Uh this is going to be one interesting reading. You Capricorns may have somebody that you used to date call you, you know what I mean, try to get in some sort of contact with you because maybe they're in jail, right? Maybe they may be locked up. The Tower and the Star card so close together, the Five of Cups so close together. That's not just them regretting the situation that they're in and not wanting to be there. This is them legitimately like, oh wow, I really do have to get out of here because this isn't the best place for me. So they may end up actually calling you from jail or prison or something like this, probably jail, and trying to get in communication with you. But a lot of you Capricorns may be like, nah, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a lot of you Capricorns may be telling them, nah, you made your bed and you have to lay in it. Because because I tried to get in contact with you, I tried to get in touch with you, I tried to be a partner to you, and you wasn't listening. You didn't really want to hear all that. Well, who told you to say that? Because the Seven of Swords is this person really being upset about this. I can't believe you flipping this around on me now and all this other type of stuff. Well, you Capricorns did tell them. You know what I mean? You Capricorns absolutely did tell these people that yes, they should have more common sense while you were trying to get to know them, right? They should have had more common sense. If they were with you, maybe you would have bailed them out. Maybe I see the Capricorns would have more than likely bailed them out. But at the same time, you got to also take into consideration that at the same time, these are people who were too hot when they were hot, right? When they were fly and they thought that they were so much better than you, they didn't want to listen. They thought that you were the ones that were the person who would essentially just rain on their parade every single time. You were no fun. Well, now that they're here, the Tower, the Star card. They're waiting to get out. They're hoping to get out. They don't know what exactly the judge is going to say. Now, now all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I'm gonna call on a Capricorn. I know the Capricorn going to know what to do. And see, that's the thing. The King of Wands represents the judge now looking at this situation like, what should I really do with you? What should I honestly do with you? The Four of Cups is excuse me, the Four of Cups represents these people being in a situation where they understand how severe it is, right? How serious it is. And their lawyer, right, or their public defender being like, hey, you know, you need to, we're going to go ahead and get you out. It's just that this is what the situation is looking like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I've seen those types of situations myself. I've never been to jail myself. I can't speak on that personally, but I've never been to jail. But I know a lot of people who have, you know what I mean, over some really unwise things. And I'm telling you right now, from what I hear, is really no fun. Nor should it really honestly be fun because that's where it is that you are. So a lot of times, a lot of times you got to take into consideration that, you know, when people don't like listening to you, Capricorns, See, Capricorn wants to be respected. Capricorn wants to, at the very least, part of that respect means that you listen to what it is that the Capricorn has to say. And a lot of times when people really don't want to listen to what the Capricorn has to say, what happens is that this is where situations end up getting not necessarily very good for them, because they end up they end up being in a situation kind of like this. Now that you find out, right, out of the blue, that one of the people that you used to hang out with romantically, now they're in jail, and they're they're reconnecting because they know that you Capricorns probably have the dough, the dinero, the cash to bail them out, because they did some stuff that wasn't very wise. But the thing is that now the King of Wands means different things. It represents the judge kind of, excuse me, finally getting a hold of this case. It also represents you Capricorn sitting down and needing to think about this as well. And the Four of Cups, right? The Four of Cups, it represents their lawyer, right? Whether they could have afforded themselves one, or they got delivered one, right? The Queen of Pentacles represents this being a situation for the lawyer, where I ain't gonna even say the lawyer. I'll say the whole situation. You, the lawyer, where it's like you Queen of Pentacles represents Capricorn. Okay, so it represents y'all. So this represents how a lot of you Capricorns will be like, whatever situation that you come up with here, the Five of Wands, it ends up turning into something else where this person is upset. So maybe, some of you Capricorns are like, nah, you're not necessarily obligated, and you're not really going to end up really kind of hooking them up or any of that type of stuff. This is more so where they really have to figure things out for themselves. And of course, the Five of Wands, they get upset at this because they're like, I can't believe that you would just really leave me here, I can't, why are you acting like this? But they're acting like that. I mean, this is the holiday season and they're in jail. What, you know what I'm saying? Like, what did they do to get themselves in such a position where they having problems, honestly bailing themselves out? How did they even get in this position in the first place? And this is something that they do not want to talk about. Well, of course, because, you know, the jail phones ends up being tapped, the jail phones ends up being listened to. But and they may not necessarily trust what's going on. So the thing is that the Four of Pentacles now, right? The Four of Pentacles is the judge, right? It even looks like a judge. The Four of Pentacles is the judge being like, um, let me look over this. But the judge may not necessarily give them a very harsh sentence, though. It may, this is a person that could potentially be a first time offender. Even if it's not, the judge still doesn't really give them a very difficult sentence. Now, some of you Capricorns may end up giving them the cash. Um, and and it's all this community. The Five of Wands may represent, it's all this community service and all of this and all of that, um, that they may end up having to do, that they obviously don't like. But the Four of Pentacles, it's a lot better than sitting up in that cell, for a very prolonged period of time. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles, because I'm unclear about that. Woo! What a story for y'all. By the way, if this resonates with you, please make sure to check out my website. The link to my website is in the comment section, as well as the link to my books, as well as the link to my Instagram page. You can always feel free to follow me on Instagram, or contact me if you'd like to get a personal reading. You can hit me up there on Instagram as well. So, so to clarify, excuse me, the Queen of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands, the Six of Wands, the High Priestess, and of course, we have the 10 of Cups. So the King of Wands represents, okay, so yeah, this is making some more sense. So you Capricorns definitely tell them, sorry about that. Like, nah, you're not rocking with them. You appreciate, that you gave them a call, expecting you to help them, and you wanted to hear from them potentially, right? Or because you're not wishing any kind of bad on them, but it's just whack that you have to hear from them um from this situation. But the King of Wands represents you Capricorns being like, nah, you done, and um the Five of Wands now represents like I said, this person being upset. You already have the King of Wands, but this also represents their their lawyer letting them know that there's a chance that they can get them off, right? And remember, all of this is a past partner. All of this stuff is someone that you don't talk to anymore. The Six of Wands represents this being a situation for you where the six of the Six of Wands is, I said Five of Wands, sorry, this is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is they get their victory that it is that they're looking for, and they didn't really need your cash. So you Capricorns tell them no. Some of you Capricorns, may have given it to them. But either way it goes, it's a huge victory for them, because whether you gave it or you didn't, they still ended up getting off with either no sentence at all or a very light situation where they may end up having to do some form of community service. Now, the High Priestess and the Ten of Cups represents how, for the ones that did give these people, because I'm seeing it two situations. For you Capricorns that did end up giving them the cash and stuff like this, they're gonna reach out to you soon. All right, you're gonna hear from them soon. The High Priestess and the Ten of Cups represents this person wants to most definitely kind of tell you thank you, and that they really appreciate it. For you Capricorns, really helping them out. For the Capricorns that didn't, um, they're still pretty much they're thinking about it, and after this, they plan on, because they're just thinking about it as they are sitting there and not doing anything or reading up on how they can get out. But a lot of you Capricorns, though, this person will, for the Capricorns that did not give the money, this person will more than likely leave you alone, because they'll look at it like this, like you Capricorns are really not messing around. A lot of you Capricorns really don't want to have to to deal with that. y'all are, excuse me, y'all are pretty much done with them, and they'll pretty much get the idea. Let's clarify the Five of Wands. Let's clarify the Five of Wands, right? I'm actually, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm probably going to start giving y'all some more cards. Instead of 10, I'm probably going to raise it up to about 15 for y'all, just because, like I said before, a lot of y'all have, all the zodiac signs have shown me so much support. So what I want to do is I want to actually continue, like I said before, to give back. I know I can be intense and stuff like this, but at the same time, I ultimately do want better for all of y'all, because y'all look out for me. I can't even deny y'all look out for me. Y'all are the ones that have me being up here rocking, a Naruto headband and even having the cash for all that type of stuff. So I really appreciate y'all. And yeah, so to clarify the Five of Wands, you have the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords, right? Okay. The Knight of Wands, and then you have the Nine of Cups. So I'll probably figure something out. I'll probably end up clarifying with some more cards or something like this, but I'll figure something out. But the Seven of Swords represents this being a situation for you and them where it's the Seven of Swords. So for them, they feel like for you Capricorns who did give the money, they're like they glad that they dodged that one and that they're most definitely coming to see you right afterwards. For the Capricorns that didn't give, this is something where they're like they want to. I ain't even gonna lie. I thought that they would actually go away. Some of them may want to ask you face to face, why is it that you didn't give? So the high priestess, I'm sorry, so the high priestess actually may mean they're definitely thinking about you, but depending on the situation, they may have to, when they get out, they may ask you directly, why didn't you pay for it? And for some of you Capricorns who did pay for it, they're going to try to link up with you again and try to see what's going on with you. And then the situation with that is the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Cups represents this being a situation for you where this is something excuse me, this is something where sorry, this is something where a lot of you Capricorns, right? This is for them where they get off, so they most definitely get off, and they're definitely rushing in to see you again, regardless of whether it's to ask you why you didn't come through, you didn't pull through, or to reward you, so to speak, for you helping them out. And the Nine of Cups represents that they got off. You know what I mean? They definitely got off. You know. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. You know. You always want to go ahead and go for that bond, because bail, but you always want to go for that bond. You always want to go for that bond out. But to clarify the Four of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Cups, we have the Page of Swords, Five of Pentacles, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Right. Okay. So yeah. So okay. So I'll figure something out. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna give 15 cards because it'll make the video very long. But this is cool right here. This is cool. Or I'll end up clarifying with more cards. But I definitely want to give back in some way. So stay tuned. I'll go ahead and give back at the end of the video. But the Knight of Cups represents this for you is about how a lot of you uh well, it represents the judge, but it also represents the outcome. And for some of you Capricorns, it represents you Capricorns who didn't give it, not wanting to see them, not wanting to be in a relationship with them. None of that. Just moving forward with this because you pretty much you're not talking to them. For the Capricorns that did, um, you didn't at one point necessarily even expect them to really show up, but they are coming. I'm just letting you know. The Page of Swords is for the Capricorns that chose not to. You have the Five of Pentacles, okay, which is you, like I said, walking away. For the Capricorns that did give the cash, you have the Seven of Pentacles, okay, and the Seven of Pentacles is this person coming around, um, and trying to say and seeing what's up with you and telling you that they thank you and that they're glad that they're out of prison and stuff like this, or jail, or whatever the case may be. And yeah, so that's you know I should say jail, but that's pretty much it for now. Right, that's all I have for you for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to get this YouTube channel to grow 10,000 subscribers by the end of June 2023. As of right now, I have 3,766 subscribers. Really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Uh, Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Oh yeah, I figured out a way that I'm going to give back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a book list and with resources in it for you to be able to actually help financially and mentally, of course, most importantly, spiritually free yourself. So stay tuned for that video. Peace.